Hey everybody, welcome back to DoubleD Vintage Baseball Cards. My name is Dylan, and boy have I got a show for you tonight. Now, I've been going on all kinds of journeys in this collecting ordeal since YouTube, changing things up, trying new things, and having a blast with it. And one thing that I have really been turned on to since joining YouTube is Topps Tiffany cards. And these Topps Tiffany cards, they as a kid, I didn't even know these existed. I actually thought there was a set of 1990 Topps cards at my friend's house. He had a bunch of them. I thought they were all fake. I go, dude, they're all fake. They're all shiny and everything. I had no idea about these cards. So fast forward till, I don't remember the exactly when I learned about these Topps Tiffany's. But eventually, I did. And I found out they only had X amount of print runs in each year. I don't know them off the top of my head, but let's just say 5,000 on some years to 30,000 in some years. And as my tops go, as my brain goes, I should say, as my Topps brain goes, as my brain goes on how I like to have value in my collection, I've been selling off, since I got on YouTube, all my base cards of these classic cards of 84 Topps, Daryl Strawberries, all those cards. I've been selling all, Don Mattingly's, and recollecting the versions in Tiffany, because they have, when I hold one of these Tiffany's and I look at it, they look so awesome. And they're not printed in a billion fold, and to me they just have that it factor, and the not scarcity, not rarity, but there is something more special about these Tiffany's, and I come to find that I just love them, and I think the value is there. Now, these ones right here, where I am going to show you guys what I did as an experiment, and then I went all in, was, do I buy these graded by PSA, or do I buy them ungraded from ComC? So what I did was spent $191, and I got 59. There's a few other things beside Tiffany's in this thing that I got that I have not looked through. But what I did was buy all these Tiffany cards, and there's a few other random ones over the last 3 months, slowly, and went through every single year that Tiffany existed, and every single ComC card that they have, which they have pretty much all of them, especially when you get in the 87s and 86 and so on. So I went through every card, and when a card spoke to me, like this sick Ramon Martinez, I would click on it, and then I would look at every example they had on the website, on ComC, and they had roughly, some of them they had 20 examples, some 30, some 5, some 3, but you know what? They might have only one centered copy out of the 20, or none, and I would pass on the card. So I decided to hunt these down, these Tiffany's, in an ungraded form, and pick them up and put them in my personal Zion slabs, because to me, they look just as good as the PSA and this Reggie. Let's go with the Topps Tiffany. Let me take it out of the sleeve. Show you guys where I'm going with this. I got 60 Topps Tiffany's cards, all cards that hit the nostalgia button and the collecting button. They popped to me, and I spent months picking them out and picking out centered copies. I sold myself on buying all of the Turn Back the Clocks in Gem Mint 10 from PSA. Thank God. My bank account thanks me that I only got about 5 of them before I decided, and you'll see there's another one. I think I have not even 5. A few more when I decided to try to go on ComC, and these are my first examples from ComC. These were like $1.87 each. This ended up being an 8, but I got to pick out the perfect centering. And then I did about 15 or so. These are all Tiffany's, and then graded them out. And I'm going to put these in my Zion slabs, so they'll be slabbed up. And like this one here, 86 Willie Mays. And I'm telling you, man, they look so freaking good in these slabs. So what I did was go on there, like I said, and grabbed, I went in every year that Topps did Tiffany's that they had on ComC, and I picked them out. So we're not going to spend every last minute on every card, because I got 60 cards here, and I don't even know what's in them, because that would take us 2 weeks, the way I look at cards. But we're going to dive into them. And then I'm going to share the ones that are my all-time favorites when I'm going to reslab every one of these you see. So first one, I mean, it's just out of the gates. Ramon Martinez, dead centered, 1989 Topps Tiffany. This is probably like an 80-cent card. I swear, I think this is the only centered one they had on ComC. They probably had like 20 to choose from. I could be wrong. Some of these I chose way long ago and some more recent. And, you know, they're sitting in the Devil's Playground. I call ComC the Devil's Playground because you can't stop depositing money. You're like, I'll put in $25. Yeah, I'll just buy some cheap cards. And you're like, dude, 2 hours later, you're depositing another $50. I mean, that's going to look so good all slabbed up. I'll do examples. Next one we have here, and this is just going to get ridiculous. I wanted an example because the wall I built behind me, I am completed with it, but I have some cards to fill in certain years where I want to display certain cards. And I want an example of like a different card from every set. Different type of card. So this is 1988 Topps All-Star Tony Gwynn. I mean, look at this. These cards, I chose them. Oh, I'm so glad that white speck went away. I chose them on ComC, zoomed in on every photo. Most important to me was, first, if they weren't centered, I wouldn't zoom in. Then if they were centered, I would zoom in, and then I would pick the sharpest looking one front and back. Like this could be a Gem Mint 10 right here. This was probably $1.25. These all-star cards are like nothing. I mean, how many buttons of nostalgia does this hit? This isn't dead centered. I mean, dude, I'm telling you, they are not easy to find. And trust me, I picked the most centered ones. But look at that beautiful baseball card. So sick. I'm so excited with these. I don't even know if we're going to get through all these today because there's just too many good ones. Look at this. 1986 Tommy Lasorda. I mean, how can you not? I mean, how beautifully centered. How crispy are the corners. This is like right out of the package. Holy smokes. It's just a no-brainer. Like, why are we wasting money? Why am I? I mean, this is for me, but why am I wasting money on graded cards from 1980s that there's millions of? It makes no sense. I can slab these up for $3 each. That includes the plastic, and I can have the most centered copy I could possibly find for the cheapest possible price. Next one, Reggie. Took it out of the sleeve. Look at this Reggie 86 Topps. Beautiful surface. This could easily be a 9, and I will be grading each of these and putting them in the loop. It's sharp. That's got that sharpness look to it. I mean, these are right from somebody. Opened the set, pulled out what he wanted to send in back in the day, and tossed everything else on ComC. This is like a $35 PSA 9 most likely. And I would say this is probably going to grade out a DoubleD 9. The way it looks right there. It looks like a 10. I mean, literally, it looks just like a 10. So we shall see. Maybe it is a 10. Look at that. I mean, dude. Shout out to Adam Vintage Sanctuary getting me into these. Sammy, Sci-Fi. Just having the time of my life with these, and especially going the new way. And I definitely honed in on a few. And this is from 86. And you'll see a theme of certain guys, because I'm like, well, once I got one, I was like, dude, I got to get all of them if I can. And, you know, it's like, oh, this is from Mookie right here. Is this Mookie? Yeah, this is Mookie right here. I bought this from Mookie Wilson. Mookie, if you're watching, bro, this is yours. This is getting slabbed up, heading your way. I bought this for you. I'm like, that's not my man. I bought some Mets for myself. Strawberries and good ones. But, dude, this one's for you, bud. That's sick. I mean, come on. Oh, that's just cool. That's going to get slabbed up. See what that grades out. And you'll see the designs. They got real lazy in that era of like 80, 86, 87, or 86, 88, 89. You'll see. Oh, this next card's super sick. 1988 record breaker. 1989 Topps Tiffany. Oral Hershiser. 1988 was my jam watching the Dodgers. Oral Hershiser. Look at that card. Slab this baby up. I mean, this is what it's going to look like. Look, I mean, is that it? I mean, as much as some people don't like grading, I love grading. I love graded cards. They look better. It literally instantly transformed the card to me into an $8 card right here. Just putting it in a slab. From a 50-cent card to an $8 card minimum. In a 10, DoubleD 10, 15 bucks I wouldn't even sell it for. So call me crazy, but if all my friends like Hammer 44, Brent, everybody out there who is doing these slabs, Mangini, Lou Rock, Jason, I would pay for cards in your slabs. And they don't have to be big cards. That's the whole point of these slabs. Save a bunch of money, slab them up yourself, and they look cleaner and clear in these slabs, and you can do what you want with them. Like, this is just, oh yeah, here we go. It's just getting fun from here on out. Like, that wasn't fun. All right, Oral. Over to over here. We're really gonna have to keep jamming here. I have a pile, guys. Oh my gosh, this is what I was talking about. Look at this one. You know it's the devil's playground when you get those receipts. How beautiful is this card? I kid you not, I spent hours and hours and hours, probably 40 hours going through ComC looking for these nice Tiffany cards for like nothing. Some of these were, you know, I have some non-Tiffany's here that probably soaked up some of that $60 quickly. So most of these were like 85 cents. Like, if there was the cheapest one, I would just like, okay, if it's centered, I'd buy it. This is sick. Oh my gosh. This one just popped out. I just love this card. Topps Tiffany. Bingo. I mean, is it? Are you serious right now? All these Tiffany's going to be slabbed up. There we go. And I didn't have any 88s. Like any Tiffany 88s that I really wanted to purchase in a slab. And I saw this Darryl Strawberry, and it just like, dude, that is an insane looking baseball cards. All the color matching all the way around. It's like one of the best. It's one of the best looking Darryl Strawberry cards. And Strawberry's got some insane cards. This thing looks like a gem mint right out of the pack. Dead centered. I'm telling you, it sounds insane, but it's not like it's hard to find centered cards from the 80s. But you actually have to look at the card. Like, I have, like, for example, I bought this graded by PSA for Christmas. It was a 9. I didn't even look at the centering. It was on, like, 4 sharp corners. And it was, like, on sale for, like, 125 bucks or something. So I was like, dude, I got to get one. Yeah. But it's off-centered. Like, I will find another version of this and replace this. But I still love this card. But that you have to look. In a 9, that thing's way off-centered. You'll see the 1990s coming up at some point. And you'll see that I went more centered. Actually, I'll just pull one out. Dude, there's so many insane cards. Cecil Fielder. I mean, look at that. This is why I was at my friend's house and I said, your cards are fake, dude. Someone ripped you off. Little did I know that he had like the most expensive set alive in that time area. In that time frame. Look at this Cecil Fielder. It's just a beautiful card. I mean, look at the centering difference. 9 PSA, way off centered. And this thing's going to grade out a gem, I can just tell. Outstanding baseball card. Shout out to Shane, Shoebox Legends, 1990 Topps. I think his favorite Topps card of all time. That was his jam. Oh my gosh, I have too much stuff to share with you guys. Like, it just gets better and better. It just gets better and better. Dwight Gooden. Okay, we're going to go faster because otherwise it's going to get crazy. Too many. Daryl Strawberry, 1987 Topps. Have to pull this out because this design to me, right, when I saw this card, I go, look at that beautiful baseball card. Look at that. Look at that gloss. I mean, that thing is sweet cherry. DoubleD Shaka Cherry. Put that right there. I mean, I love that him did like runs. Oh, I got a Dave Parker. Shout out, Mangini. Dave Parker. I mean, come on. That was probably 35 cents. These are all Tiffany's, guys. Oh, I got some Bomber Tiffany's coming up. Oh, and then this one. This is a Canadian Tiffany Mini. This is the most centered one out of every single Canadian Tiffany they had on their site. This is the most centered one I could find. These ones are literally impossible to find centered. And Ruben Sierra, like, totally my jam. Freaking love it. It's probably so cheap. What a cool add-on to my Topps collection. My Topps wall. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Reggie, 1984 Topps Tiffany. Remember, I did not pay the 60 cards for 90 bucks. That's going to include I got some gold refractors coming up in here, but all Tiffany cards. So that means this card itself, normally in a 9, you're talking probably 40 bucks. This thing looks sharp and it's dead centered and it's a Tiffany. Let's look at the back. The back always shows a little wear normally. Man, it looks good. Whoo-wee. I mean, so I'm just absolutely just blown away that I didn't realize that I could have been doing this a long time ago. And now I can collect all my nostalgic cards that I love and also enjoy the value aspect that I really love of collecting. Since I was a kid, I've known the price of every baseball card I've ever owned. And it's so fun for me to know, no way I got this card. That is awesome. Okay, look at this one. This one's sick. And this isn't the one I was just like talking about underneath the camera. Look at this Dwight Gooden. Is that not a sick card? Another, I mean, I just have to put this up. I mean, look at that. Tiffany, beautiful 88 Topps. This one is going right next. Sorry, Reggie, but this is just one of those times. Rare times you're going to get covered. Look at those two guys together. I mean, come on. All right, this one I just saw in a 9 go for like 35 or 40 bucks. This was like $1. Cal Ripken Jr., record breaker, Topps Tiffany card. This is 100% the Saved by the Bell set. Looks just like Saved by the Bell. Man, I just watched this in a PSA form go for way more than I thought it would. I'm like, what? That's insane. Oh my gosh, put that in a slab, put that on my wall. Beautiful baseball card. Oh, I got a random, not a Tiffany card. First one. Oh, this is sick. Roger Maris, Beauty Masterpieces. This is 2007 or 8. What is this? 2008? 2007. I was opening a bunch of these back in the day. I never bought a case, but I bought a bunch of boxes. This one is numbered out of 50. So this is part of the 60 cards for $190 from ComC. Part of this order. 59 cards, $191. I mean, dude. He's not getting put up because he's not a Tiffany. Next one, Daryl Strawberry. Topps Tiffany. I mean, dude. 1989 Topps Tiffany. 88 NL Leaders All-Star card. Beautiful. Beautiful. Man, I can't even. I just can't believe these things. Okay. I am gonna just jam. I mean, there's too many. I got a Frank Robinson. 91 Topps. Reggie. Topps traded. Tiffany, which I have in a PSA 9, which I'm going to sell. Just like I'm going to be selling all of these. Because there's no reason. And coming up, I bought a couple of these for $1 each, and we'll compare them. All right, we got Eddie Murray. All Tiffany. I had to get the Brett Butler. Carlton Fisk. Record breaker. This one hit me like a rock. Robin Ventura and the next one too. Oh my gosh. From 1989. I had to have it. Look at that. I can't wait to slab this card up. This was like a hunt. Oh, I love that. And then the Chris Sabo with the glasses. With the rookie cup. No-brainer. This one, absolute no-brainer for me. Tiffany, Roger Maris, 87. All dead center, guys. I hunted these down. I went on there. Oh, my gosh. They just look so good. Dwight Gooden. Chili Davis, my Angels. Wally Joyner. Anytime there's a Wally, I bought one. And there were no centered copies of this 91 Topps. But I just had to buy one. Wally combo card. Leaders. Look, it's the same leaders. This is 88. And I think that other one was... This might have been 88 too. Yeah, 89. Same exact. They did not get that creative. 86. And 88. And I think there's 87, but... I think there's 87 as well. I mean, look at that, dude. Come on, Topps. Where's the creativity? Oral Hershiser. Lupinella. Joyner. Look at this pretty example. 1989 Topps Tiffany. Dead centered. Beautiful card. Love it. My Angels. My man. My Angels. Dave Winfield on the Yankees. Jim Abbott. Gotta have all the Jim Abbotts I came across. I think I have his whole run now. And I just bought a really cool one that I will share when it arrives. I bought a replacement for the Gem Mint 10. I bought a Gem Mint 10 ungraded. I love it. I love it. It looks good. I mean, it might be a Gem Mint 10 because nobody buys the turn back the clocks. No one's silly enough to spend $20 to $35 on 10s from turn back the clock, except for me. And now I'm not even silly enough to do that. I passed that torch on to somebody else. Todd Zeal, this one really struck me. I saw that and I go, that is an awesome card. Future Stars, 1990. Tony Gwynn, 87 Topps All-Star. All Tiffany's. Ruben Sierra, of course. Roger Clemens. Shout out. Midlife Cards. Greg. I bought a lot of Roger Clemens, actually. Vince Coleman. 88 Topps. 87 Record Breakers. The Speed Demon. What a sick red on red card. Got the replacement here. Reggie replacement. Dave Winfield, 85. You weren't scooping up 85. Oh, it was 86. Still 86. 90, Frank Robinson, Doc Gooden, Dwight Gooden again. I bought a couple extras. You know where these are going. There's a few Mets fans out there. One guy's already getting one. So, yeah, Strawberry. Yeah, I bought a few. Look at this one. I scored this one. I mean, these aren't like, these ones you would think like, oh, I have to buy them graded. And I thought I would, but I found a few on there for really inexpensive. And man, they look good. The surface looks clean. This is the first time I'm looking at these cards, and I forgot which ones I bought. I don't have this 85 Topps Reggie. I think it looks sharp. I mean, it looks sharp. And I'm going to send this in for grading. DoubleD grading. And you can send it to your own grading system too. Dude, that is sick. Look at that. It's going to look so good. All slabbed up. I love it. I love the way cards look slabbed. I just love it. Okay, we got a little stack here left. Carlton Fisk. Look at how old he looks right here. I don't know when his last card is. I just saw this and I go, dude, that's probably his last card. Ryan Sandberg. No brainer when I saw that. Another Tony Gwynn. I did buy a lot of extras if I saw some nice ones. I mean, they're like, these were like 85 cents to $3. You know, these ones were not $3, but like I said, oh, here we go. I got a sick gold refractor. These have some really nice shine. I bought this Gypsy Queen Albert Pujols gold because I have one of Mike Trout, and the shine is like really nice shine on these. Doesn't have the etching, but the shine's there, and it was a really inexpensive card. This is numbered out of 50. Nobody wants the Gypsy Queen, so I love the look of them, and they remind me of the machines, putting the money in the machines, getting your fortune told. Look at this one. I got a Nolan Ryan. This is probably a $50 card in a 10 or even an 8. I saw a 1990 record breaker from Nolan Ryan go for like 90 or $100 today. I was tripping. This is an 88. Look at that card. Reggie, here we go. And I picked out some gems. Reggie, all Tiffany's. I spent like $30 on this, or 20 to 35. I spent like $1.50 on these. And these look sharp. Woo! Strawberry, 1990. Pujols refractor. Red refractor from Heritage. Really stoked to add this one. Actually think I might have this one. This might be a double that I bought for someone. I gotta look. These are numbered. Next one's a sick card too. Last card coming up. This one's numbered out of 372, I think. Okay, last card is a Jackie Robinson 2007 Upper Deck Masterpieces. And it is the parallel 48 of 50. What was this parallel called? Hades frame. I think that's what they called it. Hades frame. Whatever that color is. But dude, that's a sick card right there. I mean, I don't want to end it on this because this is a Topps Tiffany thing, and I'm gonna slab this up. I love it. And dude, all those cards I shared, this whole stack, all the Tiffany's cards, I just under $3 each. Insane. Really stoked. So I hope you guys enjoyed that one. I have been waiting to crack that thing open. The box is right here. Been on my desk unopened for 4 days now or so. Oh, so stoked to finally get it open. Now I can't wait to show you guys these all slabbed up. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed. Be inspired. Don't be influenced. Shaka!